Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is based on involuntary muscle versus voluntary muscles. Functionally, in a human body, the muscle can be classified into two groups. One is the voluntary muscle, and in this group is included a skeletal muscle which are attached to the bones. And the second one is the involuntary muscle, the second group, and it composed of smooth muscle and cardiac muscles. Involuntary muscle versus voluntary muscles. So by definition, voluntary muscles are the ones that move or contract under the conscious control of a person. We can control all the activity of these muscles of the voluntary muscle consciously. Involuntary muscles are the ones that do not move or contract under the conscious control of a person. That is, these muscles work automatically. Once they are activated, they cannot be stopped, and then they perform their work automatically. System closely associated, in which system these muscles are found. In the voluntary muscles are found in the they are a part of the skeletal system. Involuntary muscle, generally they are associated with viscera or internal organ that repeatedly and slowly contract, such as the digestive system, the respiratory system, and other urinary system. Common names of these muscles are the voluntary muscles are also known as skeletal muscle or striated muscle. You know that there are in these muscles, when they are observed under the microscope, they have stria. The smooth muscles are the involuntary muscles are also known as smooth muscle or non-striated muscle. They have no stria, they have a smooth background under microscope. Although applicable only to smooth muscle type and not to cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle are striated. Cardiac muscle are involuntary, but they are striated. Locations. The voluntary muscle are located in the skeletal system attached to bone with the help of tendon. Involuntary muscle, these muscles line the organ like the urinary bladder, blood vessels, stomach, intestine. As for the cardiac muscle, they are located in the heart. Cardiac muscle are involuntary, but they are located in the heart. Striation. Voluntary muscle exhibits striation. Striation are the visible band in the myocyte. Myocyte means the muscle cell of the voluntary muscle, and that occur due to the organization of myofibril. Muscle are striated look. Here the non-voluntary muscle are do not have striation, and they appear to be smooth. Here you can see they have a smooth background. On the other hand, the cardiac muscle, which are involuntary, have striation. Structure of the muscle cell. Structurally, the voluntary muscles are unbranched, long cylindrical with the peripheral located nucleus. You can see that this is the belly of the skeletal muscle, and it is unbranched and it is cylindrical, and here they have nucleus which are located peripherally. These muscles may be multinucleated and are rich in mitochondria because they are used in hard work, so they need more energy, so they have more mitochondria, and they are multinucleated. You can see in single fiber, you can see multiple nucleus. Smooth involuntary muscle are thin, spindle-shaped cell with centrally located nucleus. They are thin muscles. They are spindle-shaped. They are broad in the center and tapering towards the ends, and the nucleus is located in the central, while in the skeletal muscle the nucleus are located peripherally. The smooth muscle are uninucleated with a few number of mitochondria. Because they need less energy, so they have less mitochondria. The cardiac muscle appear multinucleated. When you examine the cardiac muscle under the microscope, they look multinucleated, but actually they are uninucleated. However, they are rich in mitochondria because the heart work hard and throughout the life. That's why it need more energy, so it contains more mitochondria. This is the magnifying picture. Here you can see that when you will look the cardiac muscle under microscope, they look like multinucleated, but these nucleuses are present in single muscle fiber, so they are uninucleated. Under microscope they look multinucleated, but they are basically uninucleated and they are striated. Under microscope, when you will examine, you can see that these muscles are striated. Here the voluntary skeletal muscle have stria. They are striated strips and they have multi-nucleus in a single fiber, and they are located peripherally, while the smooth muscles are spindle shaped and have a single nucleus which is located in the center. Sarcolemma. The voluntary muscle fiber is surrounded by a thick sarcolemma. Sarcolemma is actually a sheet. You can see there is muscle belly, bundles, and from bundle we have muscle fiber, and this muscle fiber is covered by a sheet, a thick sheet. This is called sarcolemma. And the smooth muscle, which is involuntary fiber surrounded by a thin cell, it has also a sheet, but the sheet is thin. So the smooth muscle, the involuntary muscle, has thin sarcolemma. Sarcomere, difference between sarcolemma, sarcomere is that this is a sheet and this is a space between the two Z discs. Sarcomere are found in voluntary muscle fiber. In the skeletal muscle we have the sarcomere. It is the space between the two Z lines or Z discs. Sarcomere are absent in smooth involuntary muscle fiber, where present in cardiac involuntary muscle fiber. Here you can see that this is the cardiac muscle and you have the stria or strips. Completely absent of intercalated disc. In involuntary muscle there is no intercalated disc. Presence of intercalated disc in cardiac involuntary muscle. Intercalated discs are actually the gap junctions through which the ion can flow in both directions. So these intercalated discs are gap junctions present in cardiac muscle, which are involuntary, and they are totally absent in the skeletal muscle. Nerve supply of these muscles, the voluntary and involuntary muscle, under control of the somatic nervous system. They are supplied by the somatic motor nerve, while the smooth muscle, a smooth involuntary or cardiac muscle, are supplied by the autonomic nervous system. Non-myogenic and myogenic. We know that the myogenic muscles are those muscles which initiate their contraction spontaneously. They have cell-modified cell which can create electricity, and that why they can stimulate the muscle belly automatically, while the voluntary muscle has no, they are actually non-myogenic. They are controlled by the nervous system. So involuntary muscles are myogenic and voluntary muscles are non-myogenic. They are controlled by the stimulus from the nervous system. Movement. Voluntary muscle exhibit rapid and robust movement, powerful movement. The voluntary muscles are rapid and robust or powerful. Involuntary muscle exhibit slow and rhythmic movements. Energy requirement. High energy requirement for involuntary muscle because they perform heavy work, so they need high energy. Smooth involuntary muscle has relatively low energy requirement, where cardiac muscle, which is involuntary muscle, require high energy. Fatigue. The voluntary muscle get fatigue and need rest. The muscle do not experience fatigue and work without stopping. Importance. These muscles are essential for all body movement and its locomotion. All body movement, fine movement, writing, tapping, elastic movements, and anti-gravitational movement, for all these voluntary muscles are required. While the involuntary muscle, these muscles are essential for the function of the intestinal organ in basic function of the life, e.g., for example, heartbeat, elimination of waste product from the body. So the involuntary muscles are required for the function of internal organs. Example of voluntary muscle are pectoral muscle, hamstring muscle, bicep, tricep, quadriceps, abdominal, etc. are some of the examples of voluntary muscles. Cardiac muscle and smooth muscle that line the internal organ like the intestinal tract, blood vessel, urinary tract, respiratory tract are involuntary muscles. So cardiac muscle alone, and although these muscles are involuntary. Thank you. I hope that you may have learned from this lecture. Please subscribe the channel and down the bell icon for upcoming notification when new lecture is uploaded. Thank you once again. See you in the next